That's the hard part to let go of. Like when you're a kid, you construct, all throughout you construct the whole thing. You program yourself with the experiences that you have, and like we have traumatic experiences as kids and stuff like that. I haven't had any traumatic experiences, but imprints. You can call it imprints at the end of the day.
But like, who determines that that's traumatic?
I know,
because it's like because you feel that situation, but you don't know if it's good or bad at the time.
And it ain't comparing it to anybody else's trauma either.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that trauma's not a real thing, but it's like we base it off something that other people have told us that is a bad thing.
Welcome to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. Raw conversations on transformation, truth, and finding light in the darkest places. You may not hear what you want, but you will definitely hear what you need.
Welcome back, you beautiful, beautiful bunch of bone bags, to the first episode of season 2. And for the first episode of season 2, it's actually a different one, no headphones, so this is a little bit different. I couldn't think of anyone better, to do it with than you, Tonks, and you, Mitch.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks for having us, bro. Definitely. And can I just quickly say, before anything, brother, I just want to congratulate not just yourself, but Kels as well, on visualising this fucking podcast and making it happen and succeeding it, brother. So congratulations, bro.
Thanks,
100%.
bro. Appreciate you.
You've absolutely smashed it, man. It's awesome.
It's a fucking beautiful space, hey. I'm actually very surprised. Like it's honestly just happened a little bit. Like
I don't mean just this space. I mean this space is fucking awesome. But just in general, you had a vision. You fucking did it, bro. Yeah. So yeah, all props to you, brother.
Cheers,
33 eps in, no break.
Oh man, she's
good shit.
She's hectic, hey. Like honestly. But like we were talking about it before, you don't understand how much fucking work is in like a podcast. You're recording, you're having deep conversations with people for starters. You're sharing to the public like
100%
the like people's personal deep truths and shit, and it's pretty fucking special.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. People don't realise the actual, work that goes in behind the scenes, because it ain't just all the audience gets to see is the finished product once it's been posted and whatnot. Nobody sees, the efforts behind, for one, searching for your guests, 2, setting up, making sure everything's sweet, everything's recording.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Hang on, no, we're good.
Do you know what I mean, though? And then, not to mention the fucking editing process, and then, creating shorts, and there's just so much that goes into doing these podcasts. Yeah. Like I personally know, because I run my own podcast, and it's literally a full-time job, bro. Like,
honestly, it is.
So yeah, congratulations, brother.
Cheers, brother. Appreciate you, eh?
Likewise,
appreciate both of you boys. But yeah, look, I don't even know where to start. This was a plan that I had. I've had a real chilled day, and I'm going. Me, boys. I'm all about fucking going with the flow, and that's 100%. How I wanted this podcast to go down. So I actually wanted to leave it open. We can discuss fucking whatever. Like you can start first, Tonks, if you want, or Mitch, fucking whatever. But you just share whatever you want to share. Like Mitch and I had a pretty deep fucking chat on the way home after the retreat, just about COVID. I haven't actually spoken about COVID to the public. Like just rolling on with the conversation between people. I've got heaps to say about that shit. Shit was fucking ridiculous.
I was actually pretty lucky with it, to be honest. I got it once. I came up here for a holiday maybe... Well, I've been here for 4 years, and it was a New Year's Eve. I brought Beck up here. We booked a beautiful penthouse apartment. And mind you, I was knees deep still in the dealing game and stuff, so I had the money to be able to, have a luxury holiday. But we got back with COVID. And that was it, man. I didn't get any symptoms, a little bit of a man flu, nothing like I've had before in the past. And then, yeah, it was like, is that it? I've never had it since, So,
yeah. But she was
touch wood.
She was wild. She was just the flu at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I probably have had it. I've had a flu a couple of times since then, but I've never tested again because if I can be completely honest, I think it's all fucking bullshit, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Why do you
I've
need
got
it?
the flu right now.
Yeah.
Why do
Honestly,
you,
like,
why do you
still
need a
got the
test
bum-
for something?
You still got the bum wheeze or what? Like,
me, at
Yeah.
the moment. Oh, man, last week, you knew about that one, eh?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
crack me up.
I'm
That's good.
actually surprised that you didn't get it, bro.
Mate,
You were in the car with me.
What, he's
and
been kissing
this
or
thing-
something?
Hey?
He's been kissing each
Well, I
other.
tried to kiss him, but he pulled away. But that's probably why he didn't get
So
it.
he got on his knees.
This thing wasn't airborne yet.
Yeah.
Nah, but last week I got real sick with it. My sister had it, and I went and picked up my old boy's car to use it for the retreat, and my sister's been using the car. So fucking, I've caught the sickness crossing paths with her, or caught it from the car or something.
Just like a
but-
gastro bug.
A
you
gastro
think?
bug, yeah.
Oh,
So
it's horrible.
Sorry if anyone at the retreat got fucking crook, but
Shit.
Not
Not to mention you're breathing all over me as well.
I know. You're immune. You better watch out they don't come and grab you.
I am
You've got the
immune.
cure.
Yeah, I am the cure.
But yeah, man, I woke up on Monday morning and my guts were just so off, and it was like half an hour later I ran to the toilet, and I'm a really violent vomiter. I was just like,
Yeah, I am too.
the kids coming out, like, what's going on? Is he okay? Like, and then when they got sick, because the whole family got
Yeah.
it, except for Henley, the little one. I don't know how he survived it, but yeah, the boys started getting crook, and they're like, oh no, what happened to Corey's going to happen to me now.
Yep.
And they were fucking petrified. Eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, whenever I've had it or whenever I get it, I'm literally sitting on the toilet with a bucket between my legs.
That's what
Coming out of both ends, bro.
You do that little game where you're like, this could be a fart. And then you push it and it just
But can I
soils.
say one good thing that comes from it, bro, is it gives you a good clean out.
Oh, yeah.
It resets
Oh,
you,
yeah.
I swear, man.
That's,
Your gastro-
mate, you weren't actually sick. You was just all the breath you did at the retreat was just cleansing.
Look, I want to talk about that. That's what people, I want people to understand too, and you know about this. Like, purging comes in many ways. You know, you purge out of vomit, you purge out of shit. We actually purge every day through our piss and through, our regular shits and that. You know, when we're crying, we're purging. When we're in a state of anxiety, it's like a purging out of that shit, you know, spiritually and emotionally and all that type of thing. There's so many different ways that we purge, but having that gastro, man, I look at it as a good thing. It's like a body upgrade.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Cleanse
Cleanse,
everything
yeah.
out.
Yep, definitely.
And I am cleansed.
Can I just say too, I want to apologise for not being there for the last retreat, fellas. Obviously, you guys know that I support you 100% with it, and I've loved both times that I've been. But like we were saying, man, I was halfway through a podcast and I, got the lazies up a bit and left it to last minute, and it's like, yeah,
Life happens, mate. Life happens.
Yeah, that's it. But I'll be there for the next one. Don't you worry.
Your mic's off, actually. That's you're
My
just,
mic?
Yeah, no, I'm actually joking.
No.
I turned your mic off today. That's for not coming.
Yeah.
Just talking into nothingness.
Wouldn't be the first time.
But all right, you wanted to share a few things, didn't you? Who wants to go first, actually?
You go.
Well, as in what? Where I'm at? What am I doing?
Yeah, I guess you can start wherever you like. I guess.
Well, I just had an interview with Daily Mail. Obviously, I've been putting out some pretty cool educational content around different sorts of drugs that are around these days. Obviously, I'm a reformed addict. I don't like the fucking word. That's something I want to talk about too. I'm over being called a recovering addict. Yeah, I was an addict. I got better, so why am I still a recovering addict? I don't like that label.
Stop counting the days.
Do you want me to tell you why you don't like that label now? Because you have...
I'm recovered, I feel.
Because you found the present moment. If you're saying recovering, that keeps you dwelling into that past.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you're stuck in
Yeah,
that
and it's
recovery
really,
moment.
really getting on my nerves now. It's like, I don't like being labelled that anymore. And no offence to anybody that, because a lot of people disagreed with me when I put a video up about it, but... yeah, that's just my opinion, brother. I don't want that label forever. And, I feel like, you come off a drug, whatever it is, you're probably coming off it for 2 to 3 weeks max. And then you're off it. That should be it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my opinion anyway. But so I've been putting out these educational videos. I've got the 2 camera angles. They look, pretty cinematic.
They're so good, actually, man. Like, it's proper professional shit.
Yeah, cheers, brother.
Well done to that.
Cheers. Shout out to Ryan too, bro, because he does a lot of my film work for me too. So, and he thrives on it too. He loves it. But so I started putting them out. They started to pop off a little bit, like they're all getting over 100,000 views over TikTok and stuff. And then I had a guy message me. His name's Max. He's a reporter, a journalist for the Daily Mail Australia. And I thought it was a bit of a, man, I swear to God, the more you start to grow on social media, the more scamming messages you get from people and, wanting brand deals and this and that. Well, I thought it was a scam, I've read it and he's like, I've been watching your videos and I'm a reporter from the Daily Mail. I'd like to do a story on you. So I was like, all right, but yeah, okay, give me some more info or whatever. And he did, and I was like, this actually sounds legit. So I said, how do you want to do it? He said, we'll do it over a video call or just a phone call. So I was sort of expecting, maybe the next couple of weeks. And he's like, what are you doing tonight? And I was actually driving back from Brizzy. I'd been up Brizzy for the day, and I did the phone call in the car, man. And and it come out. It's a story mainly based around, and I'm sure you'll put the link in the description anyway, but it's mainly based around the only growing drug, GHB. Now, I'm no expert with this drug, but I've witnessed what it does to you till it's to its full extent. I've overdosed on it. I've revived people that have overdosed on it that, have pretty much dropped dead from it. Close people to me. And like I said, I had my bit of fun with it until I scared the shit out of myself from an overdose. So then, I put a video out anyway. He's hit me up, this reporter, done a story on it. In this story, he's also interviewed a federal police officer that obviously works in that field, and a doctor of some type. I'm not 100%, some lady doctor. So there's the 3 of us in this interview that are, just raising awareness around this drug and what it can do and how quickly it's growing in the country I thought it was great. They done a really good job of the story, and yeah,
it was good, man. Like, I can say myself, I've never done it. Always been way too scared to do it, but I've seen what it does through close mates of mine who have, started doing it. And when you get to that stage of blowout, which is essentially where you're overdosing.
Yeah. That's what they call it up here, a blowout.
Yeah, blowout. Same as in Melbourne, they call it a blowout. But, you literally see someone go from just like a sweaty mess, as you always look like when you're on the gear. Any type of drug, you get sweaty, and when you party and you get pretty sweaty. But you see him go from functioning to just on the nod.
Yeah.
And then come back, and then on the nod again, and then come back until they drop. And really the only way to get out of it is give them a pipe or stick some fucking gas up their nose.
Yeah.
That's literally,
and that's the truth there, right?
And that's it. If you're on the juice, as we call it in Melbourne, that's GHB. They call it juice of steroids up here, but
it's Frank.
The
fantasy, whatever they
so it's juice down in Melbourne, but yeah, man, when you're on that shit, you can pretty well bet they're on the other shit too, because it goes hand in hand. You can't get off
the ice.
The
definitely.
ice or the gas. It's you can't get out of a blowout any other way. It's your heart rate slows that far, like you said. It slows down to the point where it just stops. And
it does, bro. Yeah.
Obviously, ice and gas gets it back up.
The opposite. So, that's right.
Yeah.
Firecracker up the dot.
Yeah. So I've had times, man, where I've witnessed people blowing out, and everyone around us, 10, 15 people just scooping into bags of gas, blowing it up their nose just to get them back into it, get them back revived again.
Which that sounds fucked, but like you said, it's the only.
It is so fucked, but it's we're saving a life.
That's right,
and it's bad to think of it as that's what you got to do. But
And I'm pretty sure in hospital, like obviously they're not going to give you gear in hospital. I'm pretty sure they just pump you with adrenaline.
Yeah,
Just to get your heart
they would,
going again,
100%.
you know, like-
Yeah, you got to get that heart rate up. Like it's
Can I ask you, Sol, have you ever had any experiences with it? Have you tried it, or
Yeah, I
never ever had a blowout, or?
Nah, never had a blowout. Never experienced that. Thank God. Sounds terrible. But
Don't get me wrong, man. The feeling on
Yeah.
it, I ain't gonna lie. The
Apparently it
feeling on
feels
it is fucking crazy,
Oh,
bro.
I-
Sex drives through the roof.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it's
can
like,
I can tell how full on it would be when I was getting tired. When I got tied into the meth, like I'd be spending time at the people's house that I was getting it off. So the trap house.
Yep.
And I was trapped there for a very long time. So that shit came out eventually. Heaps of shit came out a lot. But I'd sit there for hours and just smoke that shit, and then go home and smoke that shit, and go to work and smoke that shit, and smoke
Yeah.
that shit everywhere until, you know, psychosis and all that sort of stuff. But the Frank has, it always frightens me because someone told me the story about drinking alcohol and then having that because the oil sits on the alcohol, and once it passes through,
then it hits.
yeah, then it hits. If you're not feeling it, you have
Yep.
more, and then it's like, fuck, once that all goes through, it's like, boom, overdose, dead.
Yeah.
you have 1 mil over, man. Like whatever your tolerance is, like you go out there and you see people doing full pulls, which is a
Full plunger.
like plunge. So I think it's like 5 mil or something.
Yep.
Full 5 mil plunge and just straight down the gob, and like you can die off 1 mil.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
And there's people just.
I got to the point where, I mean, I'm a bigger bloke, you
Yeah.
know, but I got to the point where I was doing 3 mil.
Yeah.
And like that was the max. That was on the edge of like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, you know, me and the bro Ryan would actually. This is when my last relapse. It was the only time that was before I came on the podcast last there, and it was the only time I'd ever even really heard of it and tried it was in that short 6 months there, and fuck, man, like you've only got to look here.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan have got a fucking stupid tattoo,
And it's a good tattoo. Like it's very clean.
done well.
but we've both got it.
It's done well.
We spoke about this, didn't we?
But the reason we got the duck,
professionally
bro, the reason we got the duck was because literally, bro, I feel like a fucking idiot saying it, but
Oh, wait, hey, come on. How can you be more off one?
yeah, but I tell you, we'd have it and we'd start fucking quacking around
Yeah.
like ducks and like just full blown. Like you look back now and it's like, oh my god, you know. But it's just what it does to you.
Yeah,
It's
man,
brutal.
I've seen. Oh, it's fucking wild. Like, I've seen blokes my size have like full 5 mils at once, and then just like, you said your sex drive, like they just turn into fucking deviants, man.
Oh, yeah,
like
big time.
they'll just like pull the pants down, flop the cock around, and then like just be like laughing about it, but sloppy as all fuck.
Man, I seen a video, right, of a chick, like, I can't remember if it was like Instagram or something, but a chick, like, obviously high on it, the police have, like, barged in to raid her, and she's literally, like, on the couch, like, rubbing herself, man,
Yeah, it's
like, in front of the
crazy.
cops and everything, like,
Oh, my God.
full-blown that horny, man, like...
Far out. Have you? Oh, man. Kel showed me something about some chick that's going in a fishbowl. Have you heard about this chick?
What?
No, what?
She's getting put into a house, and in the house is like a glass tank. Have you seen that show, the series You?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
the
haven't, no.
glass.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a glass
Yeah.
room.
Okay, yeah.
So there were glass rooms inside the house, and she said she's going to let anyone do whatever they want to her in that glass box.
Yep.
This is actually a thing on TikTok at the
Is that
moment.
like
Well,
a,
like anything, like, in, like, a sexual way.
In a sexual way,
Oh,
like,
my
and
God.
she's talking anything. She's like,
Another
the
Bonnie
female
Blue.
body should
yeah,
be
or is it
explored.
Bonnie Blue?
Is it Bonnie Blue?
It is Bonnie Blue.
Yeah,
Did you see that other thing on her?
the thousand
In
dudes
one day?
Yeah,
I don't
crazy.
think that's
1,000
humanly possible to do that many in one day.
You'd only have to look between her legs and tell you the truth.
Mate, it's fucking crazy.
What did I see? I seen a fucking thing. She was pregnant. I seen. Oh, do you know
What?
that actual Baron? He goes righto. All his videos start with righto, and he talks about the Australian alphabet. And anyway, he's a cool influencer fella. He's got a podcast and stuff. But he's done a. It was like a short of their podcast, and the other blokes read out that Bonnie Blue's pregnant. And then they're like, oh, fuck, she'll have trouble trying to find who the father
Yeah,
is to that.
100%.
Rah, and then and then some blokes commented, she'll have no trouble giving birth to it. her fanny would be like a what was it, like a parachuter's mouth or something like that. Like, and then I just visioned that, like,
Parachutes.
fuck, it cracked me up. But yeah, that bitch is something else, isn't she? Fucking.
Oh man.
Why would you want a reputation? I'd hate to be her father.
If you haven't heard of her, look her up, because I just experienced this last night, and what she's doing next with the glass box. I don't know how this is allowed, but it's all got to be for show. A big distraction, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
I heard something. It was like an interview she had, and she was saying like she just loves it. She just loves it. Like simple as that. She just loves having sex.
Addicts,
like she just genuinely loves having sex. Like she's like, I just love it.
Yeah, but like she's had all different old men, like one after the other, bang, 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 all dumping their load in her.
Oh man, see that's the thing.
I don't know, but like fuck.
That is fucking sick. I don't care what anyone says.
It's like
no.
Are you sure?
See, I had no expectation that this podcast would take this direction, but it's the beautiful thing. This is what it's about. It's if we didn't go down this natural path, it's the fake path we chose.
Yeah, that's it.
And this is like real fucking. These are conversations that people would normally have behind closed doors, and we're having them.
100%, you know. And I've been on plenty of podcasts now and told my story, so I'm happy to jump on and you know, speak a bit of boy stuff.
That's the thing, man. Like I was saying to Corey earlier, like fuck, everything's so structured and serious and fucking sad all the time. Like we've all got our stories. Everyone's heard them now.
Yeah, that's right.
Each one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Quite frankly, I'm fucking sick of saying it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of fucking speaking.
Yeah, mate. I'm going tomorrow to out to the Spit to be filmed to tell my story again for a documentary. So for I don't know if you know Shane Cuthbert.
No.
He's
I'd know.
You would definitely former criminal, done lots of jail, turned politician.
Oh yeah.
So he's from up in Cairns, but yeah, he reached out to me there the other day and asked if I want to. He's just getting a bunch of influencers to sort of briefly tell their story in a certain location. So mine's going to be out at the Spit. He's interviewed, and not just like drug addicts or former drug addicts or anything like that. He's actually interviewed a guy, mental health guy, you know, that tried to commit suicide by jumping off a cliff. And so he's interviewed the guy literally at the top of the cliff that he tried to jump off. So sort of just gives you a bit of an insight of what, you know. Yeah, so it should be pretty cool. It's like a doco series.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for spreading the message, spreading the awareness, but, you know, if we continue to speak our story continuously, we get stuck in it.
That's
and
right.
Like, we're out here trying to help everyone else.
Yep.
So, you know, it's
I'm
like
open for new ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the, you know, the story's a story.
Life doesn't have to be so doomy and gloomy, you know?
No.
Like, it's like, and I understand there's people in tough spots and situations, and it's fucking rough at that time and place, but it can get easier. I'm not saying it does for everyone, because, you know, there's two ways. There's up or there's down, but it can get easier, but you also need to be willing to ask for the help, and then when you ask for the help, to put in the work, because the work, you need to do the work. You can't just ask for help and then think it's going to be fixed.
100%. I did a video on it the other day, bro.
Yeah. And I was having these mad thoughts about that, and then I saw your video and I was like, this can't speak my language.
Man, like, you know, like before I started to get into social media and stuff, you know, I was like,
You're right, continue talking.
yeah. So before I started to get into the socials, you know.
Delivery.
Thank you, Kels.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Uber Kels. Thank you very much.
You are the woman.
So yeah, before I started to get into social media, you know, I was what was we talking about? The reaching out for help. You know, you'd hear people, I get hundreds of messages a day and this, and I used to think, yeah, right, whatever. But man, it's now, you know, I'm starting to build a bit of a following and stuff. It's so fucking true, man. It's message after message after message, and a lot of them, obviously, my content's sort of based around, you know, getting clean and you know, those sort of videos. But the messages from people, like, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but you know, if you're watching this, like, please take note that I ain't no fucking doctor, and I don't have a magic wand that's going to say you're not addicted anymore. Do you know what I mean? So the people that are messaging, you know, saying, can you help me get clean? Like, I honestly just scroll past them, man. And it's not in a rude way, but it's like, at the end of the day, when I was heavily addicted, I never ever reached out and asked somebody to help me get clean.
I want to speak on that. Like, I think, like, I'm all for people asking for help. Like, I'm all for people asking for, like, can you help me get clean? But maybe, like, instead of, like, can you help? Because, like, they can only do it themselves. But it's like, how can I? Like, what can I try? Or, like, but, like, people need a life jacket or a lifeboat. But we can obviously offer a helping hand. Like, we're, you know, like, you guys have walked through addiction. I don't like to say I went through addiction. Mine was more of like a functional, I don't know, hiatus of partying.
Still addicted
kind
though,
of
bro,
things.
because you were going back for it, you know.
So, but I mean, like, I could definitely help someone get through it, but, you know, I can only help someone get through what I went through. Like, I can't help someone get through a full-blown addiction every day usage type thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, I could help someone stop partying every weekend or, like, you know, find himself. But I think those messages, like, you know, like, they're granted for, but they need to, like, you need to realize that you need to put in the work. Like, I can tell you all the steps.
Want it, bro, from within before you even try and reach out.
I can tell you all the steps. I can tell you exactly what you need to do.
Yeah.
But I can't. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink.
That's right, bro. And you can't help somebody get clean unless they want to.
Yeah.
And then all you can do then, once they want to, then you can just back them.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said, there ain't no little click your fingers and you're all better, man. It takes a long time and it takes a lot of hard work.
There actually is, I believe, one of my biggest things, like, it's definitely not a click your fingers, but I think you can both agree on this, like, to change like your circumstances, if you're in addiction or you're in a rut or you're in a place, like, you need to change your identity. You need to become someone else. Like, you need to, and I don't mean like act different, like your mannerisms and things, but I mean like your mind, your mindset. You need to, instead of being like, oh, I've been this many days clean. No, I don't do that. Like, that's what needs to change. Like, I don't, like, it's so little, even to the fact of, like, when I quit smoking or vaping, I never counted how many days I haven't had it. It was, whenever someone would ask me, it was, no, don't do it.
Yep.
No, don't do that. Because it was a full
switch
identity flick in my head. It was a full identity switch in my brain. It was like, no, I'm this person now and I don't do that.
Yep.
I'm still the same mannerisms and I'll still be your mate and I'll still hang out with you, but I don't do that.
Yep. I think too, the main part is separating yourself from that crowd, because
change the environment.
No matter how strong you are up here,
you must.
You're still gonna, if you're watching your mate do it and you like that guy, well, you're gonna fucking do it.
Man, if you're hanging out with 5 billionaires, you'll be the sixth. If you're hanging out with 5 drug addicts, you'll be the sixth.
That's right.
That's how it is.
Brother, I'm a perfect example. I jumped states, bro, to get away from it, you know? Like, I really
about jump states, I'd like to go back on that COVID thing, actually.
On the what?
On the COVID thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, a lot of people...
That's not a bad drop either.
Yeah,
a lot of people...
Bases, eh?
Originally, I'm from Victoria, as you boys know. I think you both know. COVID down there was fucked up.
Yeah,
It was fucked up.
I remember
mate.
hearing about it,
So-
seeing it on the TV and that. Yeah,
The most locked down state in the world, not just Australia, in the world.
Fuck you, Dan Andrews.
Fuck.
I've always wanted to say it, and I hope you listen to this, buddy.
Fuck
I know he
you,
wouldn't be, but
Dan
I hope
Andrews.
this gets across your ears somewhere, mate. You fucking loser.
Mate.
who's that?
Dan Andrews.
Oh.
He was the guy that was running the whole COVID saga in Vic, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And like,
Okay.
look, I'll just say it now. And like, if you guys have heard about this wanker out there before, he is now the mental health, the guy who looks after children's mental bloody health. Man,
Yeah.
Mitch and his
Oh,
talk
wow.
about
Yeah.
last week.
So in Victoria, man, you don't hold me to it, but I think it was like something crazy, like 8 months out of a year we were locked down. Like it was fucking ridiculous. I'm talking curfews, like you couldn't be out at a certain time. You couldn't be, you had to be at home between like, I think it was from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. You had to be at home. You weren't allowed outside. You weren't allowed 5Ks from your front door. You weren't allowed 5Ks. You were only allowed outside for like an hour to exercise. Like this shit is like,
We had that in Tassie too.
yeah, for like Fort
Not for long,
Knox.
though, yeah.
And it was like, something like 8 months all up. It was like 8 months out of a year. And man, I fucking kid you not, like I was going like insane. Like I'd go to work, come home, and my partner was at home all day because she's a hairdresser. She couldn't work, and that wasn't a priority job where I'm a plumber. So like it's an emergency type thing.
Yep.
So I was allowed to work. Wasn't happy about it, but I was allowed to, and like Maddie was just sitting at home, just like, you know, in her head, and man, come home, and it just become normal. Like drink Alizé and lemonade was our go-to, and Uber packets. So we Uber Coke, fucking like.
Can I just say something on that note? Sorry to cut you off, but that was just bringing back so many memories of when you were saying the curfews and the this and then that with the COVID lockdowns. I was fucking homeless, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
During it, I was riding a stolen mountain bike around with literally like maybe a change of clothes in my backpack, jumping from trap house to trap house, you know, stuck in that addiction world. And I reckon there was maybe I lost count. Obviously, I was fucking fried at the time, but at least half a dozen times I got locked up.
Yeah.
Just for the night in the lockups for breaking the curfew from COVID. But I didn't have a home, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was literally homeless. Like,
Yeah. Lockup probably
That
would have
makes
been the
no
best
sense.
spot.
it was, yeah, a feed. You know,
Yeah,
100%.
Well, I guess they gave you a home for a bit, eh?
So
Yeah.
I'm
I
sitting
think
here
that
like,
makes
Mate, it got to that point where it was like, oh, thank God you just found me.
yeah,
Do you know? And it really
Yeah.
did. Like, and I didn't mind going in there for the night.
yeah,
You know, until I started coming down and fucking let me out of here so I can go and get on again.
yeah. So it got to the point with my partner, like we were, it was so on and off. Like she was allowed to go back to work, and then she would have to go back home. She wasn't allowed to work, and then she was allowed to go back, and it was just on and off all the time. And she had her own business, so we didn't get the jab, and she would have got a $90,000 fine if she got done working unvaccinated.
Wow.
So it got to the point where I was like, I had enough, bro, man. I was sending Dan Andrews messages like, I'm going to rip your fucking head off and shit.
Yeah,
down your
wow.
neck. Like I was going crazy. Like I was going insane. I couldn't even watch the TV with him on it. Like
Yep.
I was like,
He was a wanker, man.
I've got to
thi-
see this guy, yeah.
and this
Gotta
was
see who he is,
before-
'cause I'd know who his face is, obviously, if I've seen it. Yeah.
this was before I'd ever done like, started doing like the inner work and really diving into myself. So I was just, on autopilot type thing, just living life and thinking I was just this angry person that fucking flipped out over everything. And I was flipping out.
Yep.
And so pretty much we had two options. Maddie goes to work and we risk a $90,000 fine, and then we've got to pay this $90,000 fine that, like, how long are we going to be paying that for?
Yep.
Or we leave the state. And I think it was in like a week or two, we sold everything we had. We bought a van, and we had like I had like 5 shirts, 3 pairs of shorts, a pair of jeans, and jocks and socks. Loaded them into the van. Maddie put her shit in the van, and threw our dog in the van, and we just took off. And it was the most freeing thing I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah,
like, I
unreal.
was just like, I have no fucking anything. I don't have rent. The only thing I had was phone bill, food that we had to eat,
Live on, yep.
and fuel.
Did you have like a little bit of a nest egg there, just to have that bit of security?
Yeah,
in
so
that?
because we sold all our cars and stuff,
Yeah.
we had like a fair bit of money. So we were just like chilling. And
Yeah, cool.
I had this goal in mind because, like I said, I hadn't done any inner work, and I was just like, I'm getting to the Gold Coast. That's just the goal. So we left Victoria. There was no like border crossings or anything like that I was saying. There was nothing. And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are taking the piss out of this. Like, there's no fucking border crossings or whatever. Mind you, in Victoria there was like military and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But we got to New South, and then we travelled up to like a few weeks. We ended up in Mullumbimby, we got to
we were
Port.
talking about the middle
Yeah.
part the other week there.
Yeah, we got to Port Macquarie, and then we left Port Macquarie. It was a 5-hour drive to Tweed, and we drove from Port Macquarie to Tweed. And I was like, all right, we're going to Gold Coast. We got to Tweed, and there was the big orange barricades, fully concreted from Tweed to Cooley. Couldn't get past, and there was just a big checkpoint where there was like coppers checking everyone's fucking passports and shit. And I was like driving this van, bro. I was driving up on like big grass hills, like, fuck, I could probably send it down there, like just get over it. And I was just like in this mindset of like nothing. It was like an addict mindset. It was like, I will fucking get there.
You just
And I
needed to
don't,
get
I don't
across, eh?
care what anyone tells me. And then it was fully blocked, so I like flipped out, man. I was fucking opened the van door. I was like kicking it, trying to snap it off its hinges. I was slamming it. Like, I was fucking going nuts. Maddie was like, you're a dickhead. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. Not at the time. Now I'm like, yeah, fair enough. But at the time, I'm like, shut up, you fucking slamming at the door, like carrying on. And then we travelled back to Mullumbimby. And I just remember like thinking, I am getting over that fucking border. Like, I'm that determined. Maddie fell asleep, and I just stared at the ceiling of the van all fucking night. Didn't sleep. And then she woke up, and I was like, I've got it. I know how we're doing it. Fucking hit 9 a.m, called the tow truck. Hey mate, need my van towed to this address. Then her sister drove us to the border. We jumped the barricade, threw the dog over, and then we were just walking around in Cooley, and our friends that we sent the van to come and picked us up. And then we've been here since.
That's pretty smart, eh?
Yeah.
We're fucking Mexicans, mate. We're actual fugitives. So hope we don't get locked up for this, but
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a very...
Bring him in. Just bring him in.
yeah, we got him, guys.
Don't you laugh there. I think you too, bro. You run away.
But yeah, that was the full run now. But man,
Beck and
COVID.
I drove from Victoria to Gold Coast, obviously not around COVID time,
Yeah.
but similar sort of... But you know what? We crossed the border and her fucking car blew up. So, yeah, it was a bit of a...
That's karma for crossing
That's
the
not a
border.
bad drive up, though. I didn't mind
Mind
it.
you, our van had broken down like 4 times on the trip. So,
Oh, wow.
and
Yeah.
like when I got to Tweed, it was like smelling the same as it was when it broke down like the other 3 times. And I was
Yeah.
like, we're fucked.
Yeah.
So I literally had to put it on
What
the
sort of
tow
van?
truck. It was a Volkswagen Transporter.
Oh, yeah.
I recommend to anyone never to buy one.
Yeah.
If it's over like 100 or it's over 200,000 Ks, steer clear.
Give it a 3-word Google review right now, if you could.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Don't do it.
Heap of shit.
Yeah, seriously, like fucking just don't do
buy
it.
it.
Buy Japanese cars, they're way better.
I'm thinking I'm hearing a lot about these BYD cars at the moment.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
build your
Use,
dreams, bro.
yeah.
They
What are they
look
sound? Are they sounding good?
Mate, they have been, I have heard, this is just secondhand information, but reliable source. They've been around in China for like ages, like, and they have just finally like tuned up everything. There's never been a recall on
full electric, hey?
them. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yep.
But the Forbies that they got over here, apparently
They look sick, man.
The,
Have you seen them?
The screen goes that way, and then you just go.
Yeah, wow.
One of the guys at work has one.
Then see
What,
the
it
actual
spins?
dealership.
Spins, yeah.
The actual dealership is in with Tesla in Southport.
Is it?
True.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know about Tesla, eh?
Yeah, but that's why I thought like
it's
all
sus, eh?
electric there because they're like
Yeah.
that's the one building, but there's BYD and Tesla. So
Oh, yeah.
corner of Ferry Road and Narang Street. There you go.
Yeah.
So I've been
There's,
living here a while.
There's an open sponsorship on this podcast for BYD if you want to give me a fucking car.
Or Tesla, I mean, if you want it.
So, I'm not going to be picky, just anything free would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I ask? Change the subject, brother. How you've reached out for some sponsors and stuff for the podcast? Have you?
No, not really. I am hoping to talk to some individual this week, but the ball's in that guy's court at the moment. But the connection to this individual, it's like everything's been so divine, it like couldn't happen any other way. Like it's just weird. So yeah, we'll just see how that unfolds. Try not to attach to any outcome
Yeah, fair enough.
for it. But other than that, Kels does a lot for me. She reaches out when the moment's right and that. But yeah, not just yet, no sponsors. So if there is anyone listening, I'd be happy to hear some, but I'd only ever do anything that I always said to myself, I'd only ever tie myself in with people or anything that is not going to hurt me or the collective in a negative.
Yep, 100%.
negative way.
Yep, I was the exact same with mine, bro. And I was just lucky enough to have actual personal friends with businesses, you know, jump on, like.
But yeah, man, I'm just going with the flow of this thing. I have no idea what I'm doing at the end of the day, to be honest with you.
You're doing
That's
a good job, bro. You really are doing a good job, man. You know, and this space. Let's talk about this space, man, because this is sick.
Yeah,
You've done well, bro.
Yeah, and
To be honest, in the videos, it looks a lot bigger than what it is. Like it does, eh? But it's perfect. Same as my studio.
same as yours,
My studio's only small, but
can you kids shut up in that bathroom?
but no, you've done a really good job out here, bro. And it's all credit to you, bro.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's got that little bit of a brothel vibe, like with the
Brothel
The
vibe, okay.
casting
Oh,
couch.
don't act like you haven't been in a brothel, brother.
To be honest, that was the last thing I would have thought. But now you say it, like,
And he's there just gone like this whole time.
They
is that
feel
what that
good,
red
man.
lining's
These
out
kids
the front?
feel.
Like, Nah,
I love it.
It doesn't actually, to be honest. And now you've said it though, that's all I'm going to think about.
I've actually never been in a brothel.
I have. Kels listens to this podcast, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I can't lie on the podcast, but I can withhold the information that I
I wasn't
share.
asking you, I was just saying the point. You're getting a bit guilty, mate.
Cut.
Damn you,
But so. But let's talk about what you guys are doing with this retreat. I think because, like, yeah, man, it's been such. I've been on it twice. You've only done the 3, and it's been such a magical experience. Like, what brought the idea up? What started it? What, you know?
Look, at the end of the day, like there's so many. There is like a saturated market on like wellness coaches and just coaches of all sorts, and even like the retreat world. Like everyone is starting to do it, but you know, I guess at the end of the day, like people vibe with the people that they vibe with, and I do know that the retreats are an absolutely beautiful space for people to come out, give the day to themselves, and let go of the things that they need to let go of, Mitch, and fucking like.
Was it something you guys spoke about?
Yeah,
and then brought to life? Like,
man, it's a co-creation. You're involved in that too.
Yeah.
This isn't like a one-way street by any means. It's like literally the both of us that team up and do it together, and then people like yourself and fucking, you know, everyone else that's just been out there, even, you know, obviously the people that come out and give the day to themselves. Like I'm giving the day to myself, and I'm sure Mitch is too, but like everyone, without that co-creation, the creation cannot be the creation for the day, and then the space isn't there for people to heal in, because at the end of the day, like, the people are their own medicine. We just hold the space for people to realise that they are their own medicine. They're the fucking solution to their problems, all of their problems, and they are the fucking problem themselves, you know.
Yeah.
They hold the power to
Everything-
let go of the stories. bro.
Everything's just a construct in your own mind.
Oh my god,
what it
and you
is.
constructed the motherfucker yourself. That's the hard part to let go of. Like when you're a kid, you construct, you know, all throughout, you construct the whole thing. You program yourself with the experiences that you have, and like we have traumatic experiences as kids and stuff like that. I haven't had any traumatic experiences, but imprints. You know, you can call it imprints at the end of the day.
But like, who
stories.
determines that that's traumatic?
I know, like,
Because it's like you,
Exactly.
because you feel that situation, but you don't know if it's good or bad at the time.
And it ain't comparing it to anybody else's trauma either.
No.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
So,
I'm not saying that trauma's not a
You know,
real thing,
like-
but it's like we base it off something that other people have told us that is a bad thing.
Yeah, everybody's got their, you know, for example, you know, I watched a guy die on heroin. I find that as my most traumatic thing that I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
But that's not saying that, you know, whatever, you know, you stubbed your toe and fucking went through a hell of pain. That ain't saying that ain't the same level of trauma. Just in
What do you call? You want to call it wounds?
Yeah,
I think so.
Do you know what I'm trying to say though?
Yeah,
like just because I watched a bloke die and you stubbed your toe real bad,
I think
doesn't mean that
trauma-
we didn't experience that same level of trauma in
Yeah.
our own ways.
I think trauma is I've been studying a lot of like Lewis Huckstep stuff, and what he says trauma is it's a moment of underwhelm or overwhelm. So it's a moment of something that happens too much too quick, or something that happens too less, like not enough.
Yeah.
So
I know
like
what you're
if
saying.
if you have a parent that was never around,
Yeah.
so like abandonment, it's trauma. Something that happens too fast, too much at once, it's trauma because your body's like, fuck, that's too much. I can't handle it. So like I think that's probably the easiest way to put it. It's just a moment in time that is of overwhelm or underwhelm.
Tell me if this relates to it at all, because I know it's sort of just running real. I'm trying to process it quickly, but like longing, like I know longing is definitely a problem. Like we long when we're upset, we long for happiness, right?
Yeah.
But when we're in that happy place, we long to stay happy. It's like that longing is a problem. Is that related to what you said in any way? It's sort of like
I think as human beings, we don't realize where we're at. So like we long for something at all times. Like I feel like we're constantly longing. Like we're constantly like, oh fuck, I just can't wait till I'm happy. But like if you're constantly waiting to be happy, you'll never be happy
That's right. Yeah.
because you're waiting for it.
yeah, you're
That's
waiting
right.
at the
And like
phone.
you saying, oh, when it happens,
It's
it'll always
the law
be
of
when.
attraction,
Yeah,
bro.
it'll
Yeah.
always be when. Like you decide if you're happy or not. Like happiness is a fucking choice.
That's right.
You can be going through the worst thing in your life, but you're choosing to attach that sadness or that grief or the shame or the anger. Like at the end of the day, as hard as it is to hear for a lot of people, you are creating and deciding how you feel in that moment. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm fucking perfect because I still get angry and I still get sad and we're fucking human beings and that's what we do.
100%.
But you decide everything. You decide. Who says because your fucking car broke down that you have to snap and rage and get sad and fucking be pissed off? And you don't have to do that.
No, that's right.
You're choosing to do that.
You and I, Mitch, spoke about this on my podcast when you came on. That like the law of attraction. They're the words that I use.
Yeah.
But in meaning of you know, like visualizing and feeling like something has already happened before it happens, it'll happen a lot quicker.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're like, oh, I can't wait for this to happen, I can't wait for that to happen. Well, it's gonna fucking take
They're the
longer because
they're the words. The
You're telling yourself,
can't wait. I can't wait.
You know what my perfect, the way that I think about that is, when I'm really hungry for food.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling it, but I'm thinking about food too,
Yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
manifest that shit real quick.
Yeah, but you know
Why
what?
is it so easy to do that? But
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
I
like
want-
our bodies are just trained to be like that.
money. I just can't feel much of it yet.
Yeah. But I feel like money's a huge one because, you know, there's been times where I've had no money, and there's been times where I have had money where it's like it's the amount that I would wanted of when I didn't have money.
Yeah.
And both times I've sat there and be like, oh, I've got no money.
Yep.
So what defines no money? It's a fucking mindset.
Yeah.
It is, bro.
Like money is a mindset.
Money isn't a motivator
Money's
for me.
fucked.
And if
I don't care what anyone says. I hate it.
You know what? I'm gonna let you think about something. Money isn't the fuck thing. Money doesn't have any morals or intentions, right? But us as the users do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're the problem.
Yeah.
And by
We're the ones to be hated, eh?
saying
that makes
money's
perfect
fucked,
sense.
and
Yeah.
by saying
But I was
money's
like that.
fucked
Yeah.
is going to block it. You won't
Yeah.
allow it because subconsciously, there's something in your brain that goes, if I have money, I'm going to be a bad person, or if I have money, it means I'm going to get in arguments, or if I have money, it means that something bad's going to happen. Eventually, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's subconsciously, like I love money, and a lot of people look at that the wrong way, but that's their own internal blocks. And it's because money elevates you. Money goes, if you're a shit person and you get a lot of money, you'll be an even shitter person.
Yeah.
But if you're a good person with a genuine heart and you want to help people and you get a lot of money, then you're only going to spend it on helping more people. You're only getting more outreach to people by gaining the knowledge for yourself to then share to other people.
Absolutely.
So like, you know, the whole money doesn't buy happiness thing, like it's got like parts to it that are true, but it's also like money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys freedom and it buys time. And time's the only thing that we've fucking got. So if we, and you know, people say they hate money, but why do we fucking work every day then? Like, what do we go to work for? Because
we
need to live, bro. We need food.
but we
need
need
roof.
it. We need it to buy food, and we need it for a roof, and we need it to spend more time with our family.
Yeah.
So if we had time and freedom, then we wouldn't need money. But unfortunately, we need money. So it's like, but we've got it all wrong. We shouldn't work time for money.
Yeah.
Because when we work time for money, we're wasting our time for these things that we don't have time to use because we're spending our time working for the money to pay for these things. So it's like, that's where the whole world's fucked up. Everyone thinks you trade your time for money, but you need to create value. Everyone has value in them. Everyone has the part of them that everybody has, like this heroic self inside of them. Everybody. I believe that every single person in this world has a purpose, and we've just been so conditioned to think that we need to trade our time for money to live a mediocre life. Like, I believe that every single fucking person has something in them that they can give to the world, and you find your purpose in your pain. Whatever you've gone through, no matter what it is, big or small, there's someone that's going through that who needs a fucking life, like needs that lifeboat.
He's an old man in a young bloke's body, isn't he?
100% is.
Isn't he? I love it, bro.
I'll just tap onto that though. You're 100% right, bro. I 100% believe that everyone has this unique gift inside of them that is ready to come out. But we are born into this world, and that fucking image, however you say it, of all of the animals there's all these different types of animals sitting at school desks, and the teacher up there is also an animal. He's like, all right, class, everyone, and this is like referring to how the education system works. All right, class, it's time for everyone to take this test. And you've got like a lion, a monkey, a goldfish in a bowl, all these other different types of animals. All right, class, it's time to take this test. Everyone climb that tree.
Yeah. How's a goldfish going to climb a fucking tree?
It can't fucking climb the tree, Mitch. It's a goldfish. That's why, you know. But you know what I mean? The schools have the same test for all these children. That child has a unique gift. You have a unique gift. I know you do. You guys know that he does. You know, you just called it out. Like, that's why I
100%.
have you two boys on here,
But
because
that's the thing, man. Like, you fucking
Where
like.
did he come from? He
And-
just popped up out of nowhere.
Righto, Ram Dust, settle down.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you fucking. The one thing that fucking shits
Look
me.
at him. So he gets so close.
It's
to that
firing
thing.
him up
Yeah,
now.
and I know.
Seriously, back off that thing. It might be spitting.
And I know it shits you is when people ask you like, "Oh, what are your qualifications? How do you know anything if you don't have a certificate?" It's like, because I have my own fucking brain and I'm not indoctrinated by your fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why.
Nah, you're honestly, in
I
all
hated it that much.
seriousness.
I wanted to drop out.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, though, you are a very intelligent guy for your age too, because you are a younger bloke, you know, and it fucking spins me out, bro.
All right, we just did a little piss break then. Anyway, so we're all back into it. You feeling right now?
Yeah.
You're lighter.
Yeah.
Where were we? Were we starting on something?
I know, but I'd like to take it back to when I was talking about, you know, doing these educational videos around the different types of drugs and stuff. So I just want to put it out there that I am no professional, you know, in this field whatsoever. I'm just a guy that's had my own experiences with these drugs, and I'm telling my experiences to try and, you know, steer people away from them. But like I said, in saying that, I'm far from perfect. Here's an example. The fights, Wednesday night. The Paul Gallen and the Sonny Bill Williams fight. You know, I hit up the pub across the road, a big projector screen and all that. And I'm not a drinker. You know, I don't mind a couple of beers here and there, or, you know, a beer at the pub over lunch or something like that, but not a big drinker. But I got fucking blind. Like, blind. And, you know, it was the loudest one in the pub, just one of them dickheads, you know. But like I said in one of these videos that I did, you know, about the nose beers, they go hand in hand with the fucking alcohol.
100%.
Mate, what happened? I got pissed. What did we do? We went and got a bag, sniffed the whole lot. And I'm just, yeah, there's an example of I'm far from perfect, so... Yeah.
What I'd like to say on that is cheers for the invite.
Yeah. It was fucking cheese too, bro.
Was it no good?
No, it was off its head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See?
I've literally only just gotten out of bed like about 12 hours ago, and this was Wednesday. It's now Saturday. So
See, I'm good with beers and that. Like, I have breaks from it. I know that I'm in control of a lot of shit. You know, like every now and then I'll have a durry with a drink and that.
Yeah.
But just the coke, I just stay away from on that. Like, I really do.
Yeah, well, you had an issue, bro. You know, you were a coke addict for a long time, eh? So
I burnt myself out. You know what it's like. You know when you're on the pipe and you burn, like you are just like, you drive yourself down into that deep dark pit, and it's like, I don't want to fucking go back down there again.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, I know. Like, you know, I'm not like 100%. I understand what you're saying there, but I dealt coke pretty heavily there for a long time, you know, like talking like, you know, tens of thousands of dollars a week sort of thing. And I used to use it a lot, but as you know, my drug of choice was meth. So coke just didn't do it for me. Do you know what I mean? Until Wednesday night, fucking knocked my head off, bro, because I'm so clean from drugs now.
So how do you navigate that now? You know what I mean? Because like the coke can fuck you up too, just like the meth can. Like, how do you navigate that now? Like, what type of contract and mindset have you set up for your own self? Because you do that shit to not make it become a problem. Is where I'm going with it.
Well, I haven't really set up anything. I just know in myself that it was a sort of a one-off thing. It wasn't like, by all means, I didn't feel like going chasing it the next day or anything like that. It was like,
hungover the next day.
Oh fuck, still down, bro. But mind you, man, I drank a couple $100 worth of piss to myself and at the pub, you know, and then my old mate Steve rocked up and was just shouting us jug after jug after jug. So I reckon I maybe drank between 15 and 20 beers over a 4 or 5 hour period. I was maggoted,
especially after the packet as well.
Yeah, you know, and I don't really feel proud of this, but I got in a punch up with a guy, you know, and that's what alcohol does to me, bro. It makes me violent. Yeah. Like when I get drunk like that, you know, and you know, not to say that it was my fault. This guy was a fuckwit, and if I hadn't have done it, somebody else was gonna, you know. But I'm not going to go into that. yeah, I've been a little bit paranoid.
You hear those sirens, Mitch?
Yeah, no, I've been a little bit paranoid of the cops rocking up to home over it, to be honest, because it happened under cameras and stuff. But yeah, it's not really something I want to go into.
No, yeah, that's all right. No, there's no point anticipating the future, creating anxiety for yourself. Hey, that ruins the present, doesn't it, Tonksy?
Yeah, that's right. yeah, don't.
Got it, boys.
Wait, it's that knock, hey? Open up.
Or in my case, we live in an apartment block. It's if it's just a normal person, it's. Do you know what I mean? The cops, they hold the fucking button on. You know?
Hide it now.
I've been
Put it in the
toilet. I've been saying to Beck, like, if the fucking cops rock, I'm not here. Like, just paranoid, you know, taking me back to my old days, like. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Appreciate your honesty, brother.
Nah.
You know, like
I've got it, but you know that's what I find now, bro. Because I was a fucking liar for a long time. You know, when I was heavily addicted to the meth. And that's one thing I stand by now is I'm fucking honest whether you like it or not. Do you know what I mean? And most of the time, half the time, not many people like my honesty.
Yeah, but that's just...
Because I'm straight up.
Yeah.
I speak my truth, you know, straight up. But a lot of people admire me for it too, you know.
That's their sticky stuck stuff.
Yeah.
They,
the map.
it's a good book.
Fucking oath it is.
Yeah, that's their sticky stuck stuff that
Get
they hold on to that upsets them when you say what you want to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happened anyway.
Do you guys want another beer before I...
Yeah.
Nah,
go
I'm
on more,
sweet.
yeah.
I'm
Just
good.
wait.
Hold a drive.
But yeah, so that happened. I'm not proud of it. I had a fucking ball though, a good time, and I've seen it as just that. You know, like I said to you, definitely don't feel like doing it again. As you know, I have nasal problems. I'm literally I've been gonna go for this operation for so long now. So it's literally I've been on the waiting list.
Mitch will be on you here.
Hey?
You got to do more breath work.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't breathe. I cannot breathe through my nose, though, is the hard part. So,
I just did coke.
I'm just snoring rat. I can't breathe through my nose.
yeah,
I don't know why I can't breathe.
but I do. I've literally had scans, and I have got nasal polyps through both nostrils. So they're just like big skin tags.
I'm just taking the piss.
I know, brother. You're a smart ass. But yeah. So I'm literally going in very shortly to have the big operation on all my sinuses. I'm pretty sure they go through your nose, they come out through your ears, out through your eyes, scrape everything, you know? Yeah, it's going to be painful.
Are you asleep for that?
Yeah, fuck, I'm not going to be awake.
Yeah, I'd be like torture,
I
man.
was gonna say.
Put him on Saw. Saw volume 11.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, so...
Yeah, just give me a line on both nostrils, numb it, and then go for it.
Yeah. I think I actually fucked my right hand side up from same thing. Like I think I've got something on that side where if I lay on my left, it closes. So I've got to like pull my face open. But I think
Probably a polyp, bro, because that's what happens on both of mine.
I think I fucked up one night because I snorted rack, and then you know obviously it numbs you.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, look how far I can stick my finger up my nose, and I like put it like all the way up.
Oh, well, that's your problem,
Like,
Mitch.
like all the way up to the point where I was like almost touched my eyeball, and like
That's my brain.
yeah, like my whole to the knuckle was like up my nose.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I
it was
know a
like that
lady.
far.
Way too much.
I know a
Yeah.
chick that I used to deal to that does that.
Yeah, but
And she'd go,
yeah. And I did that, but I didn't do it on that side, and this is the good side, and that side is fucked.
but
But where I was going with what's the plans for the future for both of you in the space of the space of creation and the space of where you're headed?
I think as far as my content and stuff goes, I did mention at the start of this podcast, before we sort of jumped on, that and this is no offense to anybody that does it, I've just been doing it for a long time and I'm over it. The whole addiction recovery fucking type content, I feel like the internet is flooded with it at the moment. Yeah, I've grown a bit of a following from it. Yeah, I have the personal experience, you know, along all these, but I'm over it. I don't want to. Here we go. Uber Kels again. Thanks, Kels. Was that yours?
No, it's you.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to. I want to change my content up a bit. I am yet to drop my first episode of Travel with Tonksy, but I've got a good hour and a half vlog pretty much put together, man. That's going to drop very soon. I've just been slack, man. You know, obviously I'm a father to 3 daughters. I run a podcast and I literally produce everything from start to finish myself, you know, right through the editing, everything. It literally takes up at least 3 days of my week doing one episode.
I do want to, I guess, give props to you in a sense. What I have noticed is, like, when you say, like, you're going to do something, you follow through with it.
Always.
Which I respect a lot, because it's been one thing that has been with me, like, I have said a lot that I want to do something, but I've always lacked the confidence to just go with it, because I've been someone who's always, you know, like, when it comes to this space of, like, helping people in any form of way, at the end of the day, we need to make money from it.
Yeah.
To get out of what we do every day and help people full time. We need to make money from it. But I have this big thing where I'm like, I can't take money from someone if I can't deliver results.
Yep.
So, like, everything that I've ever wanted to do, I've always held myself back, because I'm like, I don't know if I don't deliver, I'll feel putrid for taking someone's money and they haven't gotten anything out of it. So that's been a battle with myself that I've always had. Where, like, I respect you because you're just like, I'm doing this and I'm doing it. 100%. Where, like, I need to learn, like, you know, that's been a major block for me. So, like, I respect that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, brother. 100%, because if I can be completely honest, I was never that guy.
Yeah.
I was always, you know, broken promises to everybody. Yeah. Especially when I was on the drugs. You know, I get a vision in my head, I tell you I'm going to do it, bro, I don't mean it. That's how I always was. And so I stand by these days exactly that. Yeah. You know, if I say I'm going to do something, I won't say it unless I know I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, right down to, for example, doing a podcast with you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I said it to you the first day I met you when we were up in Brizzy that day, you know? Yeah. And then, we did it, bro. It took a few weeks, but I still, it was always there in the back of my mind. But that's just an example, you know? I'm like it with everything I say. But I make sure, like I said, that I can do it before I make a promise.
See, like, that's the thing, man. Like, I have, like, you know, as you were saying, like, I have all this knowledge around all these subjects and all these things, and I've done the courses and I've had the lived experiences, but there's, like, something inside of me that's like, I know I can deliver and I know I can get people massive results, but it's like that fear of, if I don't, then I would feel like a piece of shit. Yeah. For someone fucking paying me money and me being like,
and that's why if we go back to the other day, with the retreat, you know, so the young lad that I had on my podcast last, young Measy, up and coming hip hop artist, you know, absolutely popping on the internet he is. You know, I told him that the podcast is, and they always drop at 6 p.m. on a Sunday night. You know, I found that's a good algorithm for YouTube. Yeah, and I literally got to Saturday night and I still hadn't finished editing. You know, so it was like I literally had to. I'd already told him I was going to do that, so I literally had to, you know, like, stick to that and not come on the retreat. So,
it's good, man, but.
Oi.
Oh no, I made her cry.
Watch that camera back. Hello. Do you want to come sit on Daddy's knee?
Come on. Oh,
no?
Is it me? Is it me?
She's a little bit shy.
Got Tonks' little one.
We got my little girl over there behind the camera here, little baby Darcy.
Spend too much time in here, it's a bit smoky.
Yeah, we just had a joint.
She'll go straight back to sleep. She walks in the door and goes,
Oh, that's hilarious.
But what about you, Corey? What are you I I never know whether to call you Sol or Corey. It's like
I think you sound so
Cole,
weird.
Corey. Oh, I was about to say Cole.
I don't know.
Corey,
I think we're on like a real name basis these days.
Corey or Sol, whatever. That's,
I
that's
think
not
it
me.
sounds
It's just
so
a bunch
weird.
Yeah.
You don't look like a Corey to me. I'm sorry, bro. You're just soul.
Yeah.
Through and through, yeah.
Maybe if you've seen a photo of me when I was younger, you'd be like, oh yeah, there Corey is.
Little soul.
There's the moulded Corey.
Yeah.
Wait, I had that conversation with Beck on the way down here. She says, "What do you just call him Soul, or do I call him Corey?" I said, "No, he don't even look like a Corey." But yeah,
But oh man, for me, look, where am I sort of going? I actually don't know, and that's sort of my whole makeup. You know,
what are we
like,
talking as far as like on the internet?
Yeah,
or
just something like just like
life in general.
just anything like the
Look,
internet, life.
I understand from my experience with social media. Like, look, I got caught up in when I started to create videos. Like, I started to go good for a bit. I created a following, or I like to call it a community, you know. But I got caught up in likes. To be honest, I got caught up in views, and I was like trying to like just beat this. I don't know, it's just addiction.
Yeah.
There's addiction at the end of it. There's dopamine. Like, oh, look at all these people that like me. It's external validation.
I feel like I'm in that right now
It's I would if I could give any
because I'm
any
early
advice,
days in social media.
I would say keep being you.
Yeah.
Keep speaking your truth. Don't attach to the views or the likes or the comments. Just just be as much of yourself as you can.
Yeah.
Be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Know yourself.
You are the product at the end of the
Yeah.
day. If you try and follow someone else, it won't work.
Yeah, that's right.
You are a different bloke, man. Honestly, like that's why I like you, and that's why I like you because I don't like conditioned people. I don't like sheep. You know what I mean.
Know
Definitely.
yourself.
Yeah.
Know yourself
Authentic.
beyond the views,
Authentic,
bro. Like like if you
As authentic as we can be.
like put your content out because you want to say it,
Yeah.
not because of what other people want to hear. And I've felt like myself a lot. I put a lot of content out that I think other people want to hear.
Yeah, your content's wicked, Mitch.
but
I
it's-
just want to say it is, bro. I love how you're doing these educational,
Thanks,
videos. 100%, definitely.
Yeah, see, I think I'm going to go a different route with it, but I was speaking to Corey about it earlier, is I think I'm going to take a step away from the mental health side of it. I'll obviously still do retreats with Corey. I'll still do that that side of it, that front, because I love to help people that, obviously I can't help anyone that doesn't want the help, but for people that come to our retreats, I'll absolutely hold space and help them with whatever they need. But my passion in this world has always been around sport, around basketball in particular.
Yeah, okay.
So the way I'm leading with it is, a lot of people think of breathwork as that trauma and the traumatic releases and healing and all that stuff. But there's actually so much that breathwork does to the point of like your athletic performance and how you perform, and it keeps you calm in pressure situations.
Yeah, you'll gain a whole different fleet of followers.
Yeah, so
from that too, I believe.
To all my followers that do follow me for this side that I've shown so far in my story, like I appreciate all of them.
Yep.
And I'll always be here with open arms if they need the hand in that side of it. But I think where I'm headed now is definitely down the athletic path and the basketball side of it, because it is a huge passion of mine, and as helping people is. And I feel like, athletes that are at a certain level, and I know myself, like being in that place, you want to be better than the next person. And I can give you that. Like there's that thing, that in the breath work, like there's that, it's such an untouched territory with athletes that it gives them that extra edge over their competitor. And I am a very competitive person, and I love everyone and I love everything, and I'm have done a lot of inner work, and I've delved very fucking
You
deep.
know what? It's good that you have too, because as you're helping them with their like physical performance to get them that edge,
Yeah.
they also need to learn that letting go when they make a bad decision and it doesn't go their way on the field. They need to be able to let go of that fucking shit straight away, because if they carry that into the next moments, they'll fuck up.
Yeah, and I think it's super important to realize that there's no such thing as a negative and positive emotion. I used to get tied up in so much anger when I'd play like on the court. I'd get a lot of anger and frustration, but I only knew how to express that in one way, and that was like projection. And I'm gonna fucking knock your head off. Like that was the way I projected anger, where anger can actually be
Same, bro.
Focus, drive. Like anger can drive you. Like, all right, I fucked up. That pisses me off, but I'm gonna be better next time.
Yeah.
Where that's how anger should, and then anger then becomes positive, doesn't it? So there's no such thing as a negative and positive
But
reaction.
how do you want to release it? You got to release it somehow.
Emotions are just energy in motion. There's no such thing as positive and negative. It's just whatever you perceive it as. If you're projecting on others, then I perceive that as negative. But if you're taking anger within yourself and using it as drive and focus and discipline, then that's positive to me.
100%.
Like, and anger gets this massive cloud thrown over it. Like, oh, you can't be angry. You can't be sad. Why the fuck not? What if I'm using that sadness and anger for good?
Born into the system. What do you like? This is what comes with the territory, guys. Like,
Yeah.
right?
And you're just speaking of that too, bro. Like, that's me to a T. I've been at that angry and then sad cunt most of my life, you know, and a lot of it's been in, you know, whether I've like drugs or whatever. But just naturally, that's the kid that I was formed into be.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was an angry cunt, like, you know, and I'd get drunk, go to pubs, always be that cunt, you know, with a cocky head on me that would be looking for it. Not in a way of like going up to people and trying to start fights and that, but I was always ready and waiting for that first cunt to look at me, you know. Like I had that, but I look at myself now, bro, and I think like now I'm older, and I look at, you know, younger dickheads that are look their head, but sounds like someone going off. But you know, I look back and I look at, you know, when I was kids, the age that I was, you know, acting like that, and I think to myself like, wow, that was me.
I was the same,
you know?
bro.
Yeah.
Till I found boxing.
And then when in the sad side of it, you know, like the relationship breakdowns I've had in my life and that, like I've always been one of them cunts that'll, you know, do me nuts over a chick quick, you know, and then be full heartbroken when it's over, sort of thing, you know. So I've fucking had the whole suicidalness and that from relationship breakdowns and, you know, drug use on top of it as well. But yeah.
You know what it is? Like, what we are always chasing is safety, man. Is security and safety and shit. Like, we are so petrified to be with ourselves.
Yeah. And it's just...
So scared.
It's the fucking, like... You know, you get to that point where you cross over, and it's the same with drugs, man. Like, that before that first time you do that drug, there is that fear there. There's that, oh, fuck, I don't know. Like, I don't know if
100%.
what's going to happen kind of thing. You know, there is that fear, but then you cross that line and then that becomes safe.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how this is going to feel every time I do this.
Definitely.
I know this feeling. Every time I do that, oh, now I don't have it. Fuck, I don't know how to feel without it. I need to go back to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I feel safe.
Yeah.
And it just becomes like you create that safety in everything, and that's what we search for all the time, instead of like looking within and realizing that we are safe, like within ourselves. Like there's no where if we can, you know, can control our mind, then we are safe. Like the only thing that keeps us not safe is our thoughts that we think based off past.
You can control your mind with your true self.
Yeah.
Which is just awareness.
Yeah.
You know, like if you boys right now just say your name your own name in your head. Just say it a couple of times, just over and over and over. You guys can do it who are listening in here. Say your own name that you've been given, by the way. Sorry. Yeah. Say it a few times and just be like, who notices that? Who is the one that notices that voice in your head, that thought? Like, who is that? The one that notices. So, like, you obviously, if you've done it, you are the noticer. You're the knower. You're the noticer. You're the witness and the watcher of your own thoughts. And those motherfuckers will come through just like the weather does, you know?
I know exactly what you're saying about who is that person that notices it. So that is my God.
That is God, brother.
Bro.
As far as I know, that is God.
And you know what taught me that was DMT.
Yeah.
And you know, most people probably, most people would say, switch a drug for another drug. I don't give a fuck, man. That shit is so powerful. It changed my fucking life for the better.
Yeah.
It really did. I've done it maybe half a dozen times, you know, over maybe a 6 or 7 year period, you know. The last time being like over a year ago now. Yeah. So like that's what I mean. It's not one of them things that you get addicted to. I'm shit scared to do it again. Do you know what I mean?
It's freaky, man.
That's why I want to do this ayahuasca retreat with you for sure.
Freaky deaky. Is it DMT's it's a plant as well, isn't it? Isn't it?
It's a bark.
Ayahuasca
or
DMT.
toad or something?
Well, toad is 3-MeO-DMT. I'm no scientist, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, but I know the DMT crystal that you smoke, that takes you off into, you'll leave your body on that shit, and you like just start to observe this whole other world, and it is just
everything just makes sense.
That's how
man.
you know that you're the observer, because like
everything
in this
just
reality
makes sense,
now, like
doesn't
I'm
it?
observing this reality. When you smoke DMT, you are that quickly sucked the fuck out of your own bodysuit skin, and you become, there is no body anymore, and 100%. You are observing a world, and you are like, oh my God, there is more to like what the fuck is even the body? Like, don't take me, I don't want to get sucked back.
We have to do it, bro. We have to.
Yeah, I wish it, man. If I had some now, I'd do it on the podcast right now in front of you guys.
I'd do it for the first time right now.
Fuck no, I definitely wouldn't, man.
You know, DMT.
I like to do it properly, where you lay in a dark room by yourself with the proper music going, or even just with a TV with like DMT fucking visuals, you know, and the music, and then just zone into that.
That's actually the thing that needs to be spoken about with the, like, this isn't to abuse guys at all. Like this shit is fucking this stuff is sacred. Like we're having a good old podcast here, but like this medicine is sacred. If you abuse it, it will not teach you. Like it has some high intelligence, bro?
Oh mate, the highest. Literally, it's the highest. No, like seriously, people watching this that know me, that have done DMT, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The average person that's never done it, we probably sound like fucking Fruit Loops, but...
So, like, the music is one thing that, like, I'll mix with my magic mushroom journeys and the DMT journeys. The journey. Or any journey that I hold as sacred, I'll put my sacred music onto. And it guides the journey. Like, so what you have, like, if I could explain it, is you have crazy visuals, you know, observing different types of things that you've never ever seen before, but you're also receiving the invisible forces of thought, which is they're called downloads, or what's the other word that we would... Codes, like, from source.
The thoughts, bro, is what, like, just the understanding of absolute... the ins and outs of absolute everything. You know, that's why you're laughing. I know.
We were having this fucking conversation.
Yeah.
So it's a place beyond conditioning. Can I call it that?
Yeah.
It's a place beyond conditioning, the program that you've been born into.
Yep, the blueprint.
It you're an onion and you go all past the layers, you rip all those dogs off and you're like, I'm at the source.
So maybe the conversation we're having at the retreat last weekend, and it was like...
The retreats need to involve a bloody DMT.
Yeah, so how's this? This will blow your fucking mind. So this...
I can do it.
What we're living in right now, all right, what we're living in is all just a construct in our mind. So reality is just your reality.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
that's right.
so what if you're...
Hey, Mitch, and you've never done it. Sorry, Mitch, but you've never done it, eh?
No.
But he already understands the pathway. Do you know what I mean? That I feel like. Do you know what I mean? So I reckon him doing it would go on the most the deepest journey ever.
So,
like, yeah.
Imagine...
Mushroom journey with him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
That was my first time doing
See, I've never really done mushrooms, bro.
Probably.
Ever.
I've done it at like festivals and stuff, but like...
I get a bit worried about mushrooms. You know, if my old man watches this, man, he told me, because he used to do them as a kid, like as a teen when he first got with my mum and stuff. My mum tells the same story. Like, I can't remember the details, but apparently Dad jumps up on a fence because he thinks there's a fucking border collie dog trying to attack him, and he said he's bawling his eyes up on the top of this fence, and this dog is attacking him, and my mum's watching from like the doorstep or whatever, and there's no dog at all. Like, he was just having a flashback. It was a flashback, yeah. So, yeah, that's what he says. The flashbacks he'd have from mushrooms years later, like. Yeah. And mind you, my dad's, as I've told you on the podcast, like the most anti-drug. You know, I've got, you know, smoked a joint with him before, but that's as far as it's ever gone. You know, he's hated everything else. Like.
Yeah, I think I might have had a joint with Dad once. At Fraser,
my dad's a
maybe.
fucking Fruit Loop on it, man. Crack up. Oh, he gets the
My old boy's
giggles
just
and
a
that.
fucking crack up anyway.
Yeah.
When he's not, when you're not stressed, fucking cleaning the deck or the sand off your deck and shit, you old bat. Nah, I love ya, but you gotta relax on that. Eh?
Do some breath work, mate.
Do some breath work, chill out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to introduce me to your old boy.
Yeah, I will, man, 100%. You and him would get along fucking unreal. He gets along with everyone, man. Like, he's a really, really, really good man. Like I said, he just needs to relax on the, you know, like if I'm being honest, like here now, I completely get it. Like, he was in a very high stress environment in such a long time to get our family from a place from X to a place of X, which is a better place.
Yep.
There's a lot of stress in that, and he's been operating in that stress for such a long time. It's such a familiar place, and like another different place, it would be
no stress.
No stress, you know, stress, but it's different. But it's
like the hard work's
paid
off. Sort of
safety,
and it's in the mind.
Stress is safety.
Yeah.
Because like, if you're in it for that long, you don't like what else is there?
Yeah.
This is life.
Yep.
My old man's the same.
Yeah.
It's just addicted to the stress.
Yeah.
You get addicted to it.
It's a chemical at the end of the day, isn't it? Like, it's fucking wild when you really look into it.
100%.
But fuck, I don't even know. I think we should wrap that up. I need to go for a piss again, and that camera's about to shut down.
Yep.
Are you guys, does anyone want to share anything before we...
No, mate, I just want to say it's been a bloody pleasure coming on again, brother. Mitchie.
Keep it stiff, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly,
100%. This is a cool one, bro. This is the coolest
it's
podcast I've ever done. Mind you, too, he's probably seen he's passed me a joint halfway through, and I've never gotten stoned on camera before, bro. I'm stoned off my head.
I'm watching Tonks over there shaking like a leaf.
But I'm right next to the door too, so I'm a bit shivery. Like,
can I just say,
right,
like with that sort of stuff, like we talk about drugs and drugs abuse, like all that sort of thing. Drugs can be anything at the end of the day. You guys know what I believe in. Like, if you do
100%.
anyone think too much, it can become poisonous and toxic.
Yeah.
But I had a reminder set up in my phone for this stuff because with doing the ayahuasca and the magic mushrooms, the connection that I have with those things, I actually have a relationship with them, and all they want is a thank you at the end of the day. And if you don't respect them and just give a simple thank you, they're gonna fucking not.
Yeah, I love the way you are with you know, plants and shit like that, and the way you appreciate, like, because it's an eye opener. You know what I mean?
Well, the
100%.
ayahuasca, man, it spoke to me in ways that it's not like how we talk now. It is like, it's great. You got to fucking experience it yourself. But
can I ask, like, you've done a lot of DMT as well. Is it the same sort of trip, the same sort of visuals and stuff as DMT? Like, are you stuck in that same realm for that long, or is it in and out? Do you still know you're in your body? Like,
you still have like the holographic type mandala things as well, and you're still in that area. But obviously, smoking it hits you like a ton of bricks. You're sucked out of your bodysuit, like I said, real quick. So you're off to a whole nother dimension. But with ayahuasca, however it is brewed, the connection that you have with it, it comes on a lot slower, so it builds up, and then if you can just simply surrender and let go, that's when you may have an intention or an expectation of, I want to learn this out of it, but it will fucking take you a whole nother direction into a place that by the end of it you needed to go, but you had no idea that that's what you needed to fix in your life. But it only shows you what you need to fix in your life in a very fucking weird, mystical way. But if you don't go out into the world and embody it and embody it and turn that lesson into the actual action, then nothing ever changes in your life.
It's the same as doing a breathwork journey.
Pointer for anyone listening.
That's another thing I'd like to say too, brother.
Same, yeah.
I'm really, really keen to start doing some breath work with you too. Like just a couple of times, just personal, but just on our own sort of thing. Because I've only had that one experience on that first retreat. Obviously, I left early on that second retreat, and then I didn't come on the third. So I'd really love to. I
feel like when you go on a big breathwork journey, like it is super important to integrate after it. Like you can have all these things come up.
I'm ready to go full balls deep into a hardcore session.
Good.
Balls deep.
Balls deep.
Balls deep. That's why you got to go balls deep, I reckon.
Yeah.
With everything in your life, I reckon. Just trust yourself. If I could.
Yeah. Back yourself.
Yeah.
Do you believe in yourself, Tonks?
I do these days, bro. 100%. I never ever did when I was addicted.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah. But 100%. Clearly, I wouldn't be putting myself out there like I am if I didn't. And with the help of by putting myself out there, I've gained a lot of real important people into my life, along the same, across social media and within the same sort of community of my content, and it's, I guess I'm just very grateful, 100%.
Grateful for you, bro.
Likewise, brother.
Grateful for you, brother Mitch.
Likewise, Mitchy.
Likewise.
Awesome, brother. That is season 1. I mean, episode 1 of season 2, eh? Yeah.
Same, but just a little bit different, eh?
Good on you, brother. I love watching you push this potty. It's awesome.
I'll set the smoke alarm off.
That's
Isn't that a perfect ending?
Beauty.
Cheers, boys. Have a good week or just a good moment of whatever you're doing. My beautiful brothers and sisters. Bone bags in your little meat suits. Have a go at your little meat suit while you're driving around every day, eh? You got control of that thing. Have a good day.
Keep it stiff.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.